You
That
reckon?
didn't work real well, did it?
Oh, no way.
That is amazing.
Carlton Football Club. And he's cocky. Oh, my God, you did it.
Alright guys, so this is going to be a caricature for a very good dear friend of mine, for her father who's just about to turn 90. So got quite a few life experiences that I'm going to try and fit onto this particular 600 by 900 canvas. So as we like to say in Australia, let's get stuck into it. Now anybody that's been following me for a while would know that even when I get my canvases from the store, I still like to give them a coat of gesso, even if they do come triple primed, and that way I know it's going to be done and it's also going to pull that canvas nice and tight. Now when I do get a commission for a caricature, I like to do a quick sketch and then send that off to the client and just see if they need any tweaks. I then can make some alterations if they need me to, then they give me the green light and I use that as a reference. Okay, so here's just a quick little update on the sketch process that I've done for this drawing. I've just got it all in grey lead there. Try and get over that way so you can actually see what I'm doing. So he's in a golf buggy. He's got his prize veggie garden at the front of the golf buggy that you probably can't see. He loves his red wine. And he's flipping a hamburger. He used to be one of the, he's flipping a pancake, I should say. In the background, he ran a general store for over 30 years, this guy. Lovely gentleman, Mr. Chalice. I remember him because he used to actually serve me as a little guy when I used to go up there and cash the bottles in for 20 cents. And I used to love getting the ice creams from that store. And the next stage, I'm going to start to paint in the roof line, start to work. As you know, I like to work from left to right, so I'll start on the roof line and then I'll start to bring it down and probably finish down in that right hand corner. Alright, so we'll just put the little, that's my sketch of this, as you know, of the caricature that I'm creating. Now I'm going to just mix a little bit of this tinting white. So it's not an actual pigment, but it is just a white that you can use to, probably a little too much, oh, don't know if it's too much, but I've got a fair bit of it, so I don't mind if I do waste a tad. But yeah, so it's just a tinting white, and then you add your other colour to it wherever you want to, whatever colour that might be. And for this case, even though they're not apparently a colour, neither is white or black, but I'm going to add a little bit of black if I can find it. And here we have our Italia Ivory Black. And we're only going to need the tiniest bit because I'm just going to start painting in that grey roof. So, as you can see, I've got the roof there. Over here, it's what we call the old corrugated tin roof. All right, now I did have a little left over on my nice little plastic spatula there, or as we like to say in the biz, a palette knife. Now, I'm just going to come over here. I'm just going to scratch a little bit more of that in. Actually don't mind it, but because I had some left on the palette knife, I did actually just want to use that up. I will resort to the brush in a sec, but yeah, I just thought I'd just show you that's why I started there. So let's start to paint this roof line in. Yeah, I might go up to there, not sure yet. So I've got some lovely, what's the colour? So I've got the paintbrush in my mouth, but I've got some beautiful Acrylic yellow light for Cocky's yellow head feathers. So just add a little bit of water in there. Hey guys, I'm just going to jump in here real quick, and as you can see, this is a commission, and I was actually under a time frame of getting this done, and I can only paint during the weekends as I'm working mainly during the week and away from home. And at the moment I don't have my mobile studio set up, but as you can see, I've progressed a fair way into this painting, and yeah, a lot of the times I just don't have the time to set the camera up. What do you think, love? Yeah, there she is. She always likes to make a little cameo in my videos. Now, here I'm just holding a wine glass. I was struggling a little as to how what it would look like to hold the wine glass. So here's a great little tip for you. Just go and hold a prop or whatever it might be, and then get somebody to take a snap of it or take a snap yourself, and that way you've got some sort of reference that you can go by. Now, when I sent the concept drawing off to my client, she was really worried that it wasn't going to look like Dad, but as I assured her, it's only the concept drawing. Here is the base coat that I have just mixed up out of some raw sienna, some antique white, some yellow ochre, and just a little bit of that claret sort of colour there, which was Indian red, I think. It was only because I had it on there. And also a little bit of, what's that colour there? Just a yellow pink. Yellow pink by Montmartre. So, yeah, just probably not the best colour, but you know what? I'm just going to go with it. I'm finding it hard to mix myself, but what I'm going to do is just go with it, and then I'm going to add my highlights and tweak as I go along. Now, I'd just like to follow up on that. Yeah, I'd just like to get paint on the canvas. Even if I don't get that skin tone perfect, it doesn't really matter. It's just a matter of, it's only just to fill in that base coat. All right, so you can see there, I'm just sort of starting to fill the whole face in. I just like to fill it out into the gaps there so that I know where I'm going. I like to leave a few gaps here and there. That way I can fill them in, and I sort of, like I said, a road map. Gives me an idea of where I'm going. Now I just wanted to quickly show you, I'm drawing up some water. I'm going to make a little slurry, and at the very end I'm going to twist that brush so I can get a nice fine line. Just another quick thing here, if you can just see here, I'm not trying to get every line when I'm doing my outlining. I'm just letting it pretty much just give the image or the impression that there's a darker line around the outside. That way you don't feel like you have to get everything, every little line in place. Plus it gives a nice little outline without having to make it look like it's absolutely perfect. So here we go, guys. I've got this caricature pretty much under control now, and it's just a matter of, look, even here I still haven't done his hand, I've just seen that now. So here's the very, very, very quick sketch which I showed to my client that asked me to do this particular caricature. And she was really worried. She's going, is it going to look like Dad? That doesn't really look like Dad. And I said, look, this is just my marker as opposed to the end products. So yeah, it's a matter of just plugging away, not being, let's say, overwhelmed by the particular project. See, I'm still working on strawberries. They're just a red coat, a little bit of shading on top to make it look nice and healthy and gleaming. And then I will also come over with a little bit of raw umber in around those just to make them look a little bit more dimpled. And these are the ones that I haven't got to yet. So just to put it in perspective, he's sitting in front of his shop that he ran for 30 years. He's loves his golf. So he's got his golf clubs on the back of his golf buggy. He loved his little cocky, and he loves his red wine. So he's got his one hand, he's just having a little bit of a splash of his lovely burgundy red there, and over here he's also one of the done a lot of volunteer work, so he's flipping one of his custom pancakes, or famous pancakes I should say, that he used to run at the Mildura show here in Mildura in Australia. So yeah, a bit of a local icon, but this is pretty much where we've got to so far. So I'm just about to finish that off, and hopefully I can show this particular video because like I said, it is a client's one. G'day guys, very shortly I've got a good friend of mine coming. I'm just going to just having a look to see when she pulls up. Stop talking. Okay, here we go. So I've managed to fit 90 years hopefully into this particular artwork. I'll get on this side. Let's see if I can. That can work real well, doesn't it? Ta-da!
Oh, no way.
That is amazing. Let me just look at red wine, golf club, strawberries, pumpkins, tomatoes, Lions Club, telephone box, the shop, the post box, his Carlton Football Club, and his cocky. Oh my God, you did it!
Yeah, and the golf clubs.
That looks exactly like him.
I was hoping, yeah. I'm sort of
Oh,
landscape. It looks like him to me.
Flipping the barbecue.
He's got the barbecue.
Oh, and the
got
pancake.
There's something else you haven't seen yet.
Oh, onions, Riverside Golf Club.
Ah, you got it. Yeah. So I had to try and get everything in there.
Mate, that is...
You happy?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, good on you.
That's him to a T.
So anyway.
You can stop that now.
So yeah. So thanks again, Lenny, for the great commission. And you can see there, I'm actually 6'3", and she still towers over me. So it does show you how tall Lenny is. Now look, download the ebook, get yourself inspired, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.